All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's session. If you can hear me, please put something in the chat box. Just type some 777s in the chat box. If you can hear me loud and clear, type some 777 in the chat box. If you can hear me, type some 777 in the chat. I can see one person. All right, I can see other people. Let me see you type something in the chat box if you can hear me. So it is the HFX Arena, and we set up the HFX Arena to simplify HFX. The HFX Arena has been put together to help simplify HFX. So we basically provide you with the requisite knowledge that you need to be able to trade high frequency Forex. And you're guaranteed a minimum of 5 live trading sessions every week. Currently have 2 educators, myself and King David, whose session is 6 a.m. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Friday. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. He doesn't come on our session on Mondays and on Friday. And we had a session this morning. If you joined, see that, yeah, we had 4-0 this morning on the session, which was quite good. And now we're going to be looking at the market. So if you're new here and it's your first time of joining our session, please type 111 in the chat box when we show off those people that are new. If you're new, it's your first time here, just type 111 in the chat box. So today we're going to be learning at the same time we're going to be earning. Okay, I guess everybody here is okay. I think someone is new. All right. So I'll just quickly go over the basics so you understand before we go out to look at some trade. All right. So one thing I like us to know is that HFX, other than the regular traditional Forex, it is time-based, which is, it's in minutes. It's in minutes. HFX, it's high frequency Forex. You trade in minutes, 1, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Yeah. But my trades are usually 3 to 5 minutes. 3 to 5 minutes. So here in HFX, just like the traditional Forex, we trade currencies. So you see 2 currency pair, for instance, United States dollars and Canadian dollar. You trade those currencies. And what we do basically is predict the price action, predict the market price. So we are speculating that within the next 3 minutes, the market price will work its way upward or will work its way downward. That is basically what we do. So we have indicators, we have various indicators that we use that helps us rightly predict the market. So we use various indicators. The indicators help us rightly predict the price action. So what we are doing basically is going into the market at a particular price and saying that this market will work its way upward in the next 2 minutes. In the next 3 minutes, market will work its way upward. Or in the next 5 minutes, market will work its way downward. So if the market does exactly how you stipulated, you make money. So, and for you to trade, you need a broker, just like you saw in the video. These are for the new people. And I recommended 2 brokers, Race Option and IQCent. So I'll just give a quick overview of the broker and how the broker works. So I'll go ahead to share my screen. Okay, before I do that, before I share my screen, I really want to just say this just to put us in check. So the reason why most people lose money or lose their money in HFX is because they do not have good risk management. I must be honest with you, if you do not follow the rules, we have rules. I will state all the rules. If you do not follow the rules, you are likely to lose your money to the broker. We have rules. And you also need to understand that HFX is not a get-rich-quick scheme. You tend to grow over time. So you come into the market, or you fund your broker with, say, $100. Now, what we advise people to do is use good risk management. Use good risk management. Do not trade more than 3% of your account per trade. Maximum 5%. But some people, okay, well, it works for some people, but you cannot guarantee that. I know of someone that funded his account while he was with me with $1,000. So he had $1,000 and he took a trade. One trade we're trading, he took a trade and he used the whole $1,000. That was too risky. Well, eventually the trade came out clear. So he had $1,850. It was a 3-minute trade. But you cannot guarantee that. What if you needed to roll over, or you need to roll over? You wouldn't have nothing to roll over with. So we advise people to use good risk management. A maximum of 5%. 3% is fine. So if you have $100 in your broker, you are trading with $3 per trade. Maximum $5 per trade. Yeah, we might eventually see 5 trades. We might see 7 trades. We might see 8 trades. But per trade, you are not to trade with more than 3%. If you want to overshoot, stay at 5%. So I really want to just make us understand that. Then another thing you need to have is an open mindset, regardless of what is happening in the market. Regardless of what is happening in the market, you need to keep an open mindset, because that is what will help you. You might have all the skills, but if you don't have an open mindset, the currency will not be your friend. I'm telling you from experience. So you need to have an open mindset while you're trading. You need to make sure you have an open mindset, regardless of what is happening in the market. Have an open mindset. So I'll quickly go ahead to share my screen. Then we move from there. Okay. Can everyone see my screen? Can everyone see my screen? If you can see my screen, let me know. Type 777 in the chat box if you can see my screen. All right. Please type 777 in the chat box if you can see my screen. Okay. So before you go into any trade, let's quickly look at our rules. Before you go into any trade, let's look at our rules. So like I said, we have rules that guides us into any trade. So I'm just paste the rules on the group, on the chat, so everybody sees it. Okay, I just pasted the rules on the chart. The first rule says trades are 3 to 5 minutes fixed time off. I'll quickly explain that. This is what we mean. Now, can we see my screen? This is one of my accounts. I think I have $82 here. This is one of my accounts. When we say the trades are 3 to 5 minutes, this is what we mean. When you log into your IQSense or your risk option broker, this is where it brings you to. Now, this is the time. You see option type. Always make sure you're on top, which is the default. Then time. The timing is this. So you can choose whatever time you want. It's 30 minutes is the max, but my trades are 3 to 5 minutes. So if I pick 3 minutes, the trade is going to last for 3 minutes. If I pick 5 minutes, the trade will last for 5 minutes. Now, this is the fixed time toggle button. Now, the fixed time is on, the fixed time is off. When we say fixed time on, it will use the clock's fixed time. So a trade will be exactly 5 minutes clock time. But when we say fixed time off, it would use the candle's 5 minutes. So every candle can be set to a particular time frame. So I can set, now this is what I mean. This is what I mean. Now, you see these candles, you see, these are candlesticks. Every of these candles are on a particular time frame, and it's currently on 5 minutes. I can decide to change the candle time frame to daily. So now this is 1 day. So this is the current day candle, which is red, the previous day candle, which is green. Now I can change the timing to 1 hour. So now this is the current 1 hour candle. This is current hour candle. This is the previous hour candle. Now I can go to say the 15 minutes. This is the current 15 minutes candle. This is the last 15 minutes candle. We get it now. So, but it is usually 5 hours. We trade in 5 minutes. We trade with the 5 minutes candle. The 5 minutes candle. So on your broker, you set your timing. Every educator will give you the time. Like for me, all my trades are within 3 to 5 minutes. So you can take a trade for 3 minutes. You can take a trade for 4 minutes. You can take a trade for 5 minutes. But personally, I trade with 5 minutes. Then my fixed time is off because I use the candle's fixed time, the candle's timing. Because a trade that you take for 5 minutes, the candle might be ending in the next 3 minutes. So it wouldn't take it for 5 minutes for you to take it for 3 minutes. But if you use 5 minutes clock time, it will take the exact 5 minutes. So when the trade is ending, the candle is ending, you are still in the trade. That is why I use fixed time off. So I believe that's clear. If that is clear, if it made sense to you, please put value in the chat. If that explanation made sense to you, please put sense. Put sense. Let me see sense in the chat. If you understood why our fixed time is off, please put sense in the chat. Okay. Okay. So now, just to explain again for the new guys that are with us. Now, when you look at this left panel, you would see that these are currency pairs. So a currency pair is two currency that are paired together. This is USD Canadian dollar. This is USD CHF, or we call it chef. This is USD JPY, USD Japanese yen. Now, you see this percentage is the percentage payout. Are we following, please? If you can hear me and you're following, please type 777 in the chat box. I want to be sure everybody's following. We're going through all of this route because of the new people that are with us. So if you are following, you are new, we're doing this because of you. Every other person knows this. So please, if you are following, type 777 in the chat. I want to be sure that the new guys are following. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. If you are following, please type 777 in the chat box. Okay. Still have some people that are not responded yet. All right, let's just go on. Let's just go on. Let's just go on. So now, like I said, this left panel is where you pick a currency. Oh, this is the cursor here. Can you see the cursor moving? Somebody said, I can't seem to see what the cursor is pointing out. The left-hand corner. Can you see now? I think I'm sharing a different screen. Sorry. Sorry, I was sharing a different, I was sharing a different screen. Sorry for that. I was sharing a different screen. Sorry, I was sharing another browser and I was working with a different browser. So apologies for that. So can you see this now? Can you see my cursor? Can you see this and you can see my cursor now? Okay. Sorry for that. Sorry for that. I'll quickly go over again. So it means people didn't get that. All right. So on the left panel, when you sign up on the broker, like I said, there are two brokers, Race Option, IQSend. Those are the two I advise for a start. Now, this is IQSend. IQSend has a minimum deposit of $20. So you can start with $20. Right. So now on the left panel, where you see my cursor, on this left panel where you see my cursor, is where we have the currencies, the currency pairs. So the currency pair, we pair two currencies are paired together. This is USD JPY, United States dollars, and Japanese yen. Now, you see this percentage you're seeing here is the percentage payout. So if you predict the right course of the market, you will be paid 62%. If you predict, for instance, let me look for, okay, Euro USD. This is Euro USD. Euro USD, the payout is 70%. So if you predict rightly the market action, the price action of this currency pair, and within a time frame, you will be paid 70% of your equity. So like I mentioned before, I'll just go over it again. When you log in, it is default. Turbo is different, default. So you don't do inter-trade, you don't do whatever, you do turbo, you don't do long term, but turbo, because it is a minute. So now this is the time. Like I said, my own trades are 3 to 5 minutes. So you can take a trade for 3 minutes, you can take a trade for 4 minutes, you can take a trade for 5 minutes. So I don't go beyond 5 minutes and I don't do less than 3 minutes. Then my fixed time is always off. Now this is fixed time on. Reason why my fixed time is off is because I like to use the candles 5 minutes. The candles 5 minutes. This candles 5 minutes. This is the current 5 minutes. This is the previous 5 minutes candle. Now, if I change the timing, remember I'm on 5 minutes. If I change the timing to hourly, you would see this is the current hour candle, which is green. This is the previous hour candle, which is red. I don't know if you get that. So that is the reason why my fixed time is off. So it works with the candles 5 minutes and not the clock's 5 minutes. Because if I'm on a trade and the candle is going to be ending soon, if I use the clock's 5 minutes, the candle will end, the trade will still be on until it completes the clock's 5 minutes. So that's why I use fixed time off. Then another thing I want to show us is rollover. I want to explain something. So let me take a trade for 3 minutes. Now, there's no analysis here. I just want to explain just for the new guys. Now, put this trade for $1. I'll stake $1. Remember, we said that your equity, currently there's $82 on this account. We don't trade more than 3%. So maximum, you trade 5% of your equity. But for the purpose of this test, I want to do a test just to explain rollover. Because rollover is one of the reasons why I advise this broker is because of rollover. Some brokers don't have rollover. And rollover, what rollover does for you is when you are in a trade and the trade is not clearing you and it's not going in your favor, but you are sure from your analysis that it will go in your favor. When you take the first rule, if you enter the trade for 3 minutes, it will add additional 3 minutes for you. So that trade will now be 6 minutes, which will give you more time to clear that trade. But if you don't have rollover, you will lose that trade. That's the reason why I recommend these brokers, because of this rollover feature. I don't know if we're getting that. So let me just do a test. Now I want to enter this trade. This is Euro USD. What we are basically doing, like I said, we are predicting, this is the price action. This line you see that has this red, that has this, you see currently is on 0.77. It has gone up to 0.88, 0.83, 0.8 exactly. So this is the price action. It's moving upward and downward, moving upward and downward. So what we are doing is we are predicting that within the next 3 minutes, this price action will go upward. This price action will go downward. That is what we are doing. So we are buying or we are selling. Some people call it call or put. Like this broker, see, he has it as call and put. So when they say call, it means you are buying. When they say put, it means you are selling. So he has call or put. Some educators do not use the word call or put. I myself, I don't use it. So it's actually called upward momentum because the price action is pushing upward. due to the forces of the market. So the price action is pushing upward or is pushing downward. So I can say an upward momentum is called bullish. It's bullish. Anyways, I'll explain all of these things later. I just want to give you an overview. An upward momentum is bullish. So I can say Euro USD, this is, or let me pick Euro NZD. This is Euro NZD. I can say possible 3 to 5 minutes bearish movement. Bearish is downwards, bullish is upward. I can say bullish, I can say bearish, depending on what our analysis gives us. So just for test, I'm using one for a 3-minute trade. Now I am putting this trade, so it's going to be a bearish movement. So if I press put, now see what happens. I just press put. Can you see that I am in the trade and I entered? We only use the last 3 digits when we are calling a trade. 408. So my entry point is 408. So I entered the trade at 408, and I'm saying that this trade will come down. This price action will come down below my entry point within this stipulated time. See the end expiry time. Can you see? Are we all following? The new guys, are we following? This is the expiry time here. So when it gets to this point, the trade will be over. So then I know if I made the profit of 60% of my $1 which I put into this trade, or I have lost it. Now, I am doing this because I want to explain rollover. Now, this is what rollover does for you. Can you see that I'm not in profit because I am saying that the market will come down? Can you see the arrow? This market is supposed to come down, but it's going up. So what rollover does for me is if I click on this rollover button, this is the rollover button, it will add additional 3 minutes for me. Now, this is it. Just watch it. It's coming down. See, I'm in profit. Rollover has disappeared because I'm in profit. So rollover will only come up when you are losing the trade. But I'm in profit, so rollover has disappeared. Are we following? If you are following, please put sense in the chat. Now, so you see, I will roll over now because it has gone up. Now, see, it gave me additional time. Can you see? Now I have additional time. It was supposed to expire here. It was the purchase deadline. It was supposed to expire here. But because I rolled over, it has given me additional 3 minutes. So this is now my expiration time. Are we getting that? The new guys, do we see? The new guys, is it making sense? If it's making sense to you, please put sense in the chat. Please put sense in the chat. If you're new and it's making sense to you, put sense in the chat. Exactly, that's the way it works. So rollover is a good option. Pocket option does not have rollover. That's why I don't advise pocket option. It's a good broker, but you don't have rollover. So now this is the beauty of rollover, because my strategy, my own trading strategy allows you might take rows and you can take 2 rows. Now, can you see this market? Now, can you see our order size? Can you see our payout? So our profit is $2.08. Now we enter the trade at $1, which is the order size. But when you take 1 roll, it will take 30% of the amount you enter the trade with. So I entered the trade with $1. Now it added additional 30 cents because I took a roll over. So the roll over will increase my equity, but then my profit will now be on this order size, this equity, not the $1. Do we get it? So when you take the first roll, they will take 30%. So if I enter this trade with $10 and I take my first roll, my order size will be $13 because they will take extra $3 of what I staked. Are we getting it? Now, since the percentage is $60, 60%, I'll be giving 60% of this order size and not of my $1. Are we getting it? So that's what rollover does. That's basically what rollover does. And that's how to use the market, or use the, that's how to use your IQ sense. Can you see what's happening? The market has gone above my entry point. Now I'm in loss. Now it's telling me to roll over again. I can roll over. So I can roll over again so as not to lose this trade. But I don't advise more than 2 rollover. You can roll over only 2 times. On my session, you roll over 2 times. Taking the second roll. Can you see it has extended my time again? by another 3 minutes. Are we following? Can we see that? It has extended my time with another 3 minutes by another 3 minutes. Can you see? So market price action is still going upward, but I'm saying that price action should come down. So now that I've taken 2 rows, I will not take another row. So if the trade does not go in my favor, I will let it go. But you won't be hurt because you are not using your 100% to take a trade. So if you lose a trade, if you lose one trade, if you take your first rule and you take your second rule and you lose one trade, you have not used up to 10% of your equity for that trade. That's the beauty of it. But when you use 50% of your equity, imagine you have $1,000 in your broker and you put $500 and you take your first rule and you take your second rule, you have used almost $700 of your account. And if the trade does not clear, you will just, you feel bad. So, but when you use 3%, when you use 3% and you lose that 3%, you can't kill yourself. But trust me, we don't lose trade here. Now, I did this as a sample to show you. We didn't do any analysis. That's why we have not cleared this trade. If we did analysis, we won't lose this trade. So if you understand this, please put 777 in the chat box. If you understand this, put 777 in the chat box. I will go ahead to write something on the chat now, just for the new guys again. Remember, you know, we're not taking a third rule because we said we don't take more than 2 rules, our rules. So now, one thing I want you guys to know for the new guys, when you see some educators say call, when you see call means buy, call means upward movement. Call means bullish movement, bullish momentum. That's call. Then put means sell. Put means downward movement. Then put means downward movement. Then put means bearish movement or bearish momentum. So we have bullish, we have bearish momentum. So some educators call it bullish, some educators call it call, some educators say buy. So it depends on whatever the educators call. Now, can you see this trade? We are losing this trade. So you see a red bubble. Now that's it. That trade is gone. So I lost that trade. And that's because we didn't do any analysis. So that's why you are advised to wait for an educator to give you a signal, or you learn how to chart and mark up to get the right entry point. Are we good? Do we understand this? So it's easy. All you just do is when a signal is called, you check the time. Let me give you an example of a signal. Let me type it on the chart. This is an example of a signal. Possible 3 to 5 minutes bullish reaction on Euro JPY at the 373 area or above. So this is an example of a signal. Let's interpret this. They said possible 3 to 5 minutes. So it's either 3 minutes, either 4 minutes, either 5 minutes, but not less than 3 minutes, not more than 5 minutes. So possible 3 to 5 minutes bullish reaction. You know, when they say bullish, we are saying that the price will go upward. Bullish reaction on Euro JPY. Now let's look for Euro JPY. So you just come here, you can search here, Euro JPY. This is Euro JPY, or you come here, move here, search here, and you just click on it, Euro JPY, which the percentage payout is 60%. Now, Euro JPY, our signal says 3 to 5 minutes bullish reaction at the 373 area. Now, this is the current price. Remember, we called the last 3 digits of the price. The last three digits is what we call. This is the last three digits, 340, 348. It's moving up and down. So when it gets to the point that was called, the point that was called was what? 373. So when price hits 373, you just click call, because call is upward, call is buy, call is bullish. Do we get it? So price is going up. It's 370. It's going up. It's going up. And we said is what? We said 373. It's only 377. So I can just click this. Now I'm in that trade. Can you see? I'm in that trade for 1 minute. Can you see? It's going up. I didn't do an analysis on this trade, so we might lose it. But I'm just trying to explain to you. So I've used about $3 to explain right now. And it's not fake money, it's real money, it's my money. So it's just to explain to you all how it works. So that's the way the signal works. Now the signal says when it gets to that 373, this is 373 here. But I entered at 377. So if it says bearish, just click put. If it says bullish, we'll click call. That's how it works. That's how the signal works. Do we all get this? Do we all get this? So this is more like a training session for those that are new. So now we'll go and we'll go to trade now. We'll trade and make some money. We'll trade and make some money right now. So for the new guys that are in the house, if you get this and this whole explanation made sense, if you got value from all of this explanation, please put value in the chat. Put value in the chat. Put value in the chat. I want to see if you got value from this whole explanation, put value in the chat. Okay. All right. So now let's go ahead to look at some trade ideas and secure the bag. Let's make some money. All right. The old guys, I know they're ready. They've been waiting for us, waiting patiently. Now we're ready, guys. We're ready. Let's go ahead. So the first thing you want to do, this trade will clear. I mean, I didn't do any analysis. I just called a signal off my head. Well, maybe because I know what the market was like yesterday. So, and I mean, looking at it, we took a 3 minutes for $1 trade for 3 minutes. Now, see our percentage payout, $1.6, which is 60% of our equity. Can you see? HFX don't play, guys. That's how we make money. Can you see? That's profit added to my account. Can you see? Added. Can you see? Added. So this is profit. I mean, can you see this? This is somebody's profit. This is somebody's profit. This is somebody's profit. See, somebody lost $743. See, somebody profit 202. Somebody profit $528. See, 777. I've made a profit of $600 on one trade. But that was when I started. I was just using 50% of my equity to trade. So, but we don't advise that. This guy lost $707. He will sit on the ground and be crying now. There are some educators that I know that have as much as $100,000 in their broker. Those guys trade with as much as $10,000 per trade, $5,000 per trade. Yeah, we'll get there, but we're starting. So that's how HFX work. You make money within minutes. Now this trade was 3 minutes and we cleared it within 3 minutes. That's it. So now let's go ahead to secure the bag. The first thing you want to do is check the news. Now to see the news, we use Forex Factory, forexfactory.com. I'll type it on the chat just for the new guys as well. Forexfactory.com. So we use Forex Factory to check the news. Now, this is the way we read the news. The first thing you want to do is make sure you are on the same time zone. So if you click on this time here, you need to make sure that you are on the same time zone. So you see the time, you see the news at a particular time. So you click on it, then you select your time zone. When you select West Central Africa, you save your settings. You can now go back to forexfactory.com, refresh the page, then you would see the news. So currently, there was news 12 a.m. on AUD. AUD is Australian dollar, and the impact is low. So when you see yellow envelope, this yellow is good. You can trade yellow. When you see amber, it's the news impacted the currency. minimally, medium news, medium impacts expected on this currency. So you would trade with caution if you are trading at this time, 8:15 a.m. But you see this red, don't bother trading it. When you see an envelope is red, do not trade that currency at the time. This was 8:30 a.m. We've passed that now. Now, currently we are on 10:52, almost 11. So at 11 a.m., we see that Euro has news, EFCOFIN meetings all day, but then that news did not affect the currency negatively. So we can trade Euro, GBP, we can trade GBP, USD. When it's 2:45 p.m., we would leave USD alone. But when it becomes 3 p.m., USD becomes fine. So when it, I don't know, can you guys understand what I'm saying? Are you guys understanding what I'm saying? When you see red, don't just trade that currency. When you see amber, you want to trade with caution. But when you see this yellow, you are good to trade it. Do we get it? If you get this, the new guys, if you get this, please put yes in the chat. The new guys, if you get this, put yes in the chat. Put yes in the chat if you get this. New guys in the house, if you get this, put yes. Okay, we didn't get it. All right, let me recap. This is what I mean. For you to trade, the first thing you do is check the news. And the news, you check the news on forexfactory.com, which I shared the link. Now, when you open your Forex Factory, you make sure you're on the same time zone. The time must be aligned with your time. You must make sure you're on the same time zone. Now, when you're on the same time zone, just notice the impact of these are news, different news. Notice the impact. If the impact is yellow, you can trade. If it's amber, you can trade, but with caution. But if it's red, do not trade. Do not trade that currency. This is 8:30 a.m. and Euro had a news that highly impacted the currency negatively. So don't trade Euro at that time. But now our timing is almost 11 a.m. At 11 a.m., there is a news on GBP, but the news is not negatively impacting it, so we can trade GBP. At 2:45 p.m., there will be news on USD that will impact the currency. So USD might be shaky at that point. So you will not trade USD. If you don't know how to trade against the news, don't trade USD. And if you want to trade, you need to trade with caution. It's not red, it is amber. But at 3 p.m., USD is yellow. So you can trade USD. So right now, there's no news that would disturb us. So we can trade any currency. Because this news that had this red envelope was 8:30 a.m. And currently we are coming to 11 a.m. Do we get this? Are we getting this now? Do we get it? Is it clear now? Do we understand how we get the news? How we know if we are to trade a particular currency? Do we get it? If you get it, please put yes. Yes. Okay, I think I still need one more person to say yes before we go ahead. Do we get it? Do we get it? Do we get it? Do we get it? All right, so now, so we see that the news is fine. At this time, the news is fine. So the next thing you want to do is check the currency strength meter. So we have a tool that helps us check what the strength of the currency is at the time. And it's called livechat.co.uk. I dropped that in the chat as well. So the currency strength meter is this. Look at the currency strength meter at this time. Can you see Euro? Euro has how many bars? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars. GBP has 1 bar. USD has 1 bar. AUD has 1 bar. So, and the rule, one of the rules is this: you trade a strong currency against a weak currency, or you trade a weak currency against a strong currency. You know, there are currency pairs. For instance, AUD JPY is a currency pair. So I can trade AUD JPY because AUD is weak, JPY is strong. So naturally now, this is fundamental analysis. Naturally, because JPY is higher, is weaker than, stronger than AUD, price will favor JPY. Market, the price action will work towards the side of JPY. That is fundamentally because it is stronger than AUD. AUD is Australian dollar, JPY is Japanese yen. So Japanese yen is currently stronger than Australian dollar. That's the strength now. So naturally, the price will work its way to JPY. It will work its way downward. This is just a natural fundamental analysis that we just carried out. So when you look at two currency pair, for instance, let's go back to our broker. Let's look at it. AUD-JPY, that's the currency pair, right? We're looking at AUD-JPY. This is it. Now, we see that fundamentally, AUD is weak, JPY is strong. So naturally, price will favor JPY, which means price will work its way downward. The way currency strengths are arranged, we call the first currency. The one going up is called first. The one coming down is called second. Please get this. In two currencies, for a currency pair, that's two currencies. If we say Euro JPY, the first currency is taking the upward movement. The second currency is taking the downward movement. You need to get this. So for the currency pair AUD-JPY, naturally, fundamental analysis now, JPY is stronger. So price will work its way where? Price will work its way where? Please, let me hear from you. Upward or downward? Please type. I want to be sure that we are following, we are getting it. Looking at this currency pair, exactly downwards. Price will work its way downward. That's it. Is it clear to us? We call the first currency of a pair is facing upward. The second currency is facing downward. So the price will honor the particular one that has most strength. That's why we look at a stronger currency and a weaker currency. So we trade a strong currency against a weak currency, or a weak currency against a strong currency. For instance, I can't trade USD-JPY right now. The strengths are the same. USD is 4 bar, JPY is 4 bar. So the markets will consolidate. It will move on a straight line. So you can't predict. It can really go up. We don't know if it will go up or it will come down because the strength itself is the same. Is this making sense to us? If it's making sense to you, please put sense in the chat. If it's making sense to you, put sense in the chat. Still waiting for the rest of us. If it's making sense to us, put sense in the chat. So yes, AUD-JPY is a pair we can trade. Now, if you look at your broker and you click on AUD-JPY, now let's see. Can you see? This is AUD-JPY. This is the market. So now, naturally, markets will work its way downward. This price action, you see this one in red, they are moving up and down. That's the price action. The one in red, moving up and down, going up and down. Currently on 6054. Can you see it's coming down? It's coming down. It's coming down. Yes. So if I had entered that trade when the market, the price was up here at this 0.87 area, I'll have been in profit. So naturally, the price action will favor the currency that is most stronger. Please, let's get this. That's the first thing. You need to get that. So moving on, that's first. The second thing we do, remember the first thing you do is to check the news to see the currency. If there was news on euro, even if euro is 200 bars, we will not trade it because it will not respect it at all. It will never respect it. So the next thing we do is the currency strength. But again, this currency strength is what we use. But then I validate the currency strength. I validate the currency strength with another currency strength meter, which is this FinViz. I will send it also to the group. FinViz. Now there are two types of currency strengths. There are a lot of currency strength meter. This is the first one I use. Then I validate with this one because this one shows percentage. Now, so when I see that JPY is strong here and JPY is also strong on FinViz, it means I'm good to go. So it's just like a double confirmation. Let me drop that in the chat. Are we following? It might be too much for just one session, but just follow. We will do this again. You will get better. You will understand better. So now I want to call trades. So I want to trade USD AUD JPY. AUD JPY. AUD is 1 bar. JPY is 4 bar. So I want to trade AUD JPY. Now I check FinViz. JPY is strong. JPY is 0.43%. AUD is minus 0.50%. So JPY is much more stronger. So I can trade AUD JPY. Now I come to my technical analysis. So I look at that. I said AUD JPY. So I click on AUD JPY. AUD JPY. Can you see naturally? Can you see this is what we call the trend line? This purple line is called the trend line. Can you see the trend is coming downward? One rule I would say again, please note this: never trade against the trend, because the trend is your friend. If you trade against the trend, you must lose it. See, that thing is what it is. This thing is moving down. Can you see the trend is moving downward? If you trade against it and you trade up, the trend is down, you will definitely, it will not go your way. So that's the first thing. You need to know that the trend line is important. So never trade against the trend line. Now, these are the Bollinger Bands. This you see, this green and red, they are called Bollinger Bands. So naturally or ideally, the way a market works, these candlesticks, when the market pulls down, like from here, it pulls down. If it hits the Bollinger Band, ideally it's supposed to push back up. So it push backs up, hits the Bollinger Band, push down. So the Bollinger Band is something that bounces the price action. So if price works its way upward, it touches the Bollinger Band, normally it's supposed to come down. Hit this guy again, come down, go up, hit this guy, come down, hit this guy, go up again. So it's like what bounces it. So for instance, let's look at a typical one. Now, market pulled down to this point. It pulled up. It still came down because they have not touched the Bollinger Band. It came down to the Bollinger Band. It went up. It went up. It touched the Bollinger Band again. It came down. So that's the way it's supposed to work naturally. It's supposed to work this way. But different things impact it. So many times it doesn't work that way. If that was the only way, I mean, everybody will be making money. So it normally, when the candlestick, this is the price, candlestick represents the price action. Currently, this is the price action, 60604. I'm sorry, 0058, this last 3 digits. This is the price action for this current 5 minutes. So normally, if it touches the Bollinger Band, this one below, it's going to start going up. It will go up until it touches this one up before it comes down again. That's what it's supposed to do naturally, but market does not do like that anymore. So, but that is one indicator. So, with that said, the trend line is an important factor for any setup. The trend is moving downward, so we know these markets will keep going downward. Right. So now the another thing we look at again is this arrow. This arrow gives us a signal to say this market is ready to go down. This arrow. So if you see a downward arrow and upward arrow, it's telling you, okay, market is ready to go down. Right. Now the next thing you see here is this. This is called the RSI, and this is called the stochastic. Anyways, during a startup class, I will teach all this, but let's just go ahead to take trade. So we're looking at AUD JPY. Now let's do some charting. The first thing I want to do while charting is I would come on the daily candle. So this is the daily candle. This is daily candle. This is current. This is today. Can you see today? Market is red. It's moving downward. So a red candle signifies downward movement. An upward candle, a green candle signifies an upward movement or a bullish movement or a buy. Downward is sell. Right. So this is the current day candle. I will just pick, since we are selling the market, we are going to pick the topward or the upper part of the candle. You buy the floor of an uptrend, and you buy the ceiling of a down, and you sell the ceiling of a downtrend. I will explain these things for the new guys. Other guys know, the other older guys knows all these things, but it might be too much for you to take in all at once. So, but it's just the rule. You buy the floor of an uptrend and you sell the ceiling of a downtrend. So this is a ceiling because it's on a downtrend. I pick the ceiling of the current day candle. This is the candle and this is the body of the candle. So I pick that place as a point, as a zone. Now I change the timing to 1 hour. Now on the 1 hour timing, see, this is the daily. This was yesterday. I'm sorry, today. When today started, this was the place we marked. Now, currently, this is the current hour candle. This is the last hour candle. Currently, market is pushing up in this hour from 11 o'clock to now, which is 11:08. Market is moving upward. In the last hour, that was within 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock, see the market also moving upward, move upward. So what I do is I chart the week of the current hour, of the previous hour and the week of the current hour, which is this. So I have another zone. So we've done 3 charting now. We've drawn 3 horizontal lines. You will learn how to do all this as time goes on. We've drawn 3 horizontal lines to give us a zone, a good point to enter the market. Now I will go to the 15 minutes candle. Now on the 15 minutes candle, it is the same. Right, now I'll go to the 5 minutes candle. 5 minutes candle is the same. Guys, you know what to do. AUDJPY, 3 to 5 minutes bearish movement at the 148. This is the point. If price comes to this point, I'm entering the market for a sell and I will clear that trade. So let me write that out on the group. Let me write that out on the group. This is a very good trade setup, a very good trade setup. 3 to 5 minutes bearish reaction on AUDJPY at the 148 area or above. So guys, please note that. I know people have been waiting for signals. Signals have come. We have signals now. So that's the first trade idea. That's the first trade idea of this morning. First trade idea. 3 to 5 minutes. Please remember 3 to 5 minutes. So I'm waiting. Oh shit. Right. Can you see? It got to this point and it pushed down. Imagine we have entered at that 148. We will have been in massive profit. AUDJPY pained me, but I want to still go in. I want to still go into the trade. So I'm entering the trade. Oh shish. I'm entering the trade. I entered at 113. Just to make you guys see, I entered at 113. Our zone itself is 148 and it got to 148. Can you see the line we drew when we charted? Market got there and it started a new candle. It pushed down. So if we had entered the market here, that is, see the difference. We charted 148. It was on 148. If we had entered at 148, guys, market is currently on 100. We will have made massive profit. But I entered already. I entered at 113, even though this was where I was supposed to enter here. But I entered here. Can you see what's happening? So I entered for a bearish movement. Let's watch the market play out. If you are in this trade, please let me know. Let me know your entry point. Everyone that has taken this trade, let me know your entry point. If you did, you didn't get there again because you already got there while we chatted. So some fast people already are in the trade. I trust them. They're already in that trade. So if you entered this trade at all, you entered AUDJPY, please let me know your entry point. My entry points, I entered personally, I entered at 113, and I'm in profit. Can you see? I entered with $5. My payout is $8. If my purchase deadline, when it gets to my purchase deadline, the price is below my entry point, I'll be giving $8. But if the price pushes up, see the joy of rollover, I can roll over. So I don't lose this trade because I know price will still come down. So I want to take my first roll. You see, rollover disappeared because I'm in profit. So it's below, a little below my entry point. You can't join the trade until, or else it pushes up to that point. You need to always note the point. You entered AUDJPY at 111. Okay, fine, 111 is fine. Even though we know 111 is not a very good zone, the good point is this 148. But since we missed it, it's fine. Remember, we had another zone at 130, 130 when we charted. So we have two zones, 148, 130. So if you entered any of those zones, you should be in massive profit. Now, can you see this trade? If the market stays, if the price stays down below this point I entered 113, I would clear this trade, I'll make profits. But if it goes up, I will lose it. And if I lose it, that's because I entered just because it's me. So normally you're not supposed to enter this kind of trade. You're only supposed to enter at the point it was called. And the point that was called was 148. Somebody entered at 111 as well. So if you clear this trade, this is profit, $8 profit. $8 profit. So that's 1 on 0 on our session today. If you are in this trade and you cleared, please put your green bubbles in the chart. Put your green bubbles in the chart. If you clear this trade, I want to see some clears in the chart. If you cleared, put some green bubbles in the chart. Put your green bubbles in the chart, please. If you enter the trade and you are in profit and you got bearish, you got bear, put your green bubbles. That's 1-0 on this session. 1-0. That's 1-0 on this session. Officially 1-0. Any other person enter the trade? Samuel, did you clear? Because you entered at 111. Did you clear the trade? So that's $3 profit already. I entered with $5. Did you clear the trade? I want to know how many of us are in this session. Please, if you can hear me, just type 777 in the chat. I want to be sure that people are hearing me. Okay, if you want to go into the trade, all you just do is when price comes, when price comes to the point that we have called it, look at my screen. When price comes to this point, the last 3 digits is what we call. You just click call or put. When they say bullish, it is call. When they say bearish, it is put. So this trade, can you see, still pushing down, guys? See, HFX don't play. Analysis don't lie. Can you see? This was where we chatted. Our analysis says markets will go downward. Can you see the push down? Oh God. Please, let me see some fire emojis in the chat. Let me see some fire emojis in the chat. Analysis don't lie. Cleared AUDJPY. Good. That's 1-0 on this call. 1-0. Can you see market? Can you see the market? This was when we chatted. Can you see it pulled down here, pulled down, and it's still pulling down. If this was what's it called now? Time-based trading, TBX. This will have earned us more money if this was TBS, but this is HFX. So 1-0, 1-0. I want to see it on the group, please. Put your scores, put your green bubbles on the Telegram group. It's just a way to encourage other people. Put your green bubbles on the Telegram group. If you've cleared a trade, put your green bubbles. Put your green bubbles, please. So that's 1-0. Now, let me quickly explain how to take a trade. Somebody mentioned he didn't know how, he doesn't know how to take a trade. Can you see the price action moving up and down? It's currently on 0.89. It has gone down again. Now, if the trade idea says bullish at 0.86, when it gets to 0.86, this 0.86 you are seeing here, these last 3 digits here, all you just do, if it's bullish or call, you just click this and that's it. If it's put or bearish, you just click this and that's it. Do you get it now? Do you get it now? Let me know if you do. If you get it now, let me know. That's Lamide. You asked the question. Did you get it now? Okay, let me explain again. Can you see this price action moving upward and downward? Now, if the signal says, now that signal says AUDJPY, 3 to 5 minutes bearish reaction. Bearish means put. So price got to that 148. When the price gets to that 148, remember we called only the last 3 digits. So you will be looking at this place. You'll be looking at this last 3 digits here. So when price gets to that point where it was stated, you just click put. Do you get it? That's just how you enter a trade. I believe you have a demo account. Log into your demo account and take some trades. You can take trade for $1. It's just for you to practice. You have a demo account. So when you sign up on IQSend using my referral code, you will get a 200% bonus. Then you can request for a demo account. It is different from your live account. Currently, I'm using a live account to trade, so I'm making real money for myself. But if you're using your demo account, it's for practice purpose. So you can use your demo account to practice until you get up to speed. Then you can now start trading with your live account and be making real money. Do we get it? Olamide, is it clear now? It's simple. For instance, let me do a 1 minute, a $1 trade just for you to see again. Now, if the signal says 3 to 5 minutes bearish movement at 112, currently is on 113. If it gets to 112, I just press this put. Can you see it? I didn't enter at 112, I entered at 111. Can you see that? Press put. Can you see now that I'm in the trade? Can you see it now? Olamide, did you get it? If you get it, let me know. Let me know. Let's check other trade ideas. Do you get it? You get it, right? So I believe everybody understands how to impute the signals into their broker now. So right now, we'll go on to look at another trade idea. Okay. So officially, we are 1-0. So let's see what other setup is good. Euro, let me see what Euro has for us. Euro is 5 bars. AUD is 1 bar. CHF is 2 bars. CAD is 2 bars. So we can look at Euro AUD. We can look at Euro CHF. We can look at Euro CAD. Right. Remember, a strong currency against a weaker currency. So Euro is strong. So I can trade Euro AUD. I can trade Euro CAD. I can trade Euro CHF. All right. So right now, let's see what the analysis will tell us. Now, let's look at Euro AUD first. Euro AUD. This is Euro NZD. Where is Euro AUD? Euro AUD is hiding. This is Euro AUD. Euro AUD. Now, can you see the trend line here? The trend line is moving upward. Can you see it's an upward movement here? The trend line is moving upward. The last trade we did was a downward movement because the opposite currency is stronger than the quote currency. So the first currency refers to as the base currency, and the second currency refers to as the quote currency. So the other trade we took, the quote currency was stronger than the base currency. That's why we had a downward trend. But here, the base currency, which is Euro, is stronger than the quote currency, which is AUD. Don't worry, with time, you understand the terminologies with time. So this trade is an upward, this market is an upward movement. So we cannot trade put on this trade. You will lose your money. You can only trade call. You can only trade upward because why? It's going upward. But let's quickly do some charting. Again, we come to the daily and chart. Remember, you buy the floor of an uptrend. Now, this is the floor. This is current day candle floor. I will just change it to green line so we don't miss it. So green represents upward, red represents downward. So that is that. Now we move to the hourly, 1 hour. So this is the current hour, and this is the previous hour. This is the current hour. We might have 2 zones here. Sorry. Now let's move to the 15 minutes. Currently, 15 minutes is still the same place we charted. This is also another zone. Sorry. Now let's move back to the 5 minutes. Exactly. So now we have 3 good zones from our chart. So if price works its way to the 440, I'm going in for a buy. And I will clear this trade. There's no juju that can stop it. If market, now can you see the market is coming down? If market comes down to this 440, I'm going in for a buy. So let me write that trade idea down. Possible 3 to 5 minutes bullish. Now bullish is upward. Possible 3 to 5 minutes bullish reaction on Euro AUD at the 440 to or 440 or what's the other zone? We have 3 zones, 440 or 395. 395. So those 2 zones are good. Possible 3 to 5. Let me drop it on the chart. So Olamide, you can try this on your group on your demo account. 3 to 5 minutes bullish reaction. So can you see it? See market. Market almost came there. Anybody enter? Technical guy, did you enter? AUD, Euro AUD. So what you just do is open your broker, look for it. Euro AUD. Euro AUD. It's an upward movement. And our analysis says if price comes to 440, we'll go in. Currently, price is on 492. Let it come down. It has to come down. It has to come down. Price has to come down. So price came down to 463. So price needs to come down to 440. But if it comes to 463, are we going technically? So technical traders also, they can take 5 trades in one week. In one trade I get, they can take 5 entries. They can take 5 entries. So I'm a technical trader myself. So when price comes to this point, are we going on my first entry? But officially, what's called I'm calling the entry point is 440. So you want to wait for it to come down. It will come down. Market will come down. It's coming down. Can you see? It's on 470. This is the current price, current market price, current candle. This is the price action. It's coming down. Can you see? Market is coming down. Let it come down to 440 before you go in. When it comes down to 440, you are sure that yes, it will move up. It wants to push up, but trust me, it will come down. It will come down. So when market comes down here, then it pushes up. But technical guys will have made profit already because technical guys, they trade for technical trading. This is how technical trading works. When a price has reacted at a particular zone, once, second, it's likely that it will react again there. So technical guys will just enter it. So can you see this point was where it reacted the last time? So market came down, it went up before it started a new one. So it started reacting here again upward. So technical guys will enter it at 466. But it's better to wait for 440. Market will come down there. Patience is the market. Patience make you hit the market. Patience. Technical guys will have cleared. If I was trading alone, I would have entered the market when it got here and I'd have made profit. Are we following? Is it making sense to us now? If it's making sense to you, please put sense. The new guys, if it's making sense to you, put sense. If it's making sense to you, put sense. I want to see sense if it's making sense to you guys. Exactly. So let's look at another trade idea. While we are waiting on that, let me set an alert on this zone. Set an alert on this zone. So I've set an alert. So if price comes here, there'll be an alert. So I will come back to it. Let's look at something else. Let's look at something else. I want to see what can we trade. Let's look at Euro CAD. Oops, you have gained more strength. Euro card. Euro card. Let's quickly chart.
Sir?
Euro card is upward. So I quickly chart. This was
Okay.
yesterday's charting. So I quickly chart. Card. Sorry guys, today is more of learning, training the new guys so they understand us. But I mean, we still clear some trade. The current hour, I'll just pick the current hour. This is the
Hello.
current hour.
Hello.
You said? Were you saying something? Okay, 15 minutes. This is the current 15 minutes. And this is the previous finish we marked the last time. So now at 5 minutes. Again, we have 3 zones here. 3 zones. Euro card. I need to be sure of card. Card is minus 25%. Euro is okay. So if you are trading Euro card, if you want to trade Euro card, I think Euro AUD is responding, it's coming down. You want to trade Euro card, the zone is 111088. So I will prefer you wait for 088 zone if you are trading Euro card for the call. So let me write it out. Third idea, possible 3 to 5 minutes bullish reaction on Euro card at the 00088 area. That's the zone. You see this 111 is a technical zone. But if you don't know how to trade technically, do not take it. I will take it when it gets there because I'm a technical trader. I know when to roll and all of those. But if you don't know, just wait for this original zone, 088. So now let's go back to our AJ. AJ, I think AJ is reacting. AJ has gotten, it got there. We didn't see who entered AJ. Anybody entered AJ? See AJ, guys. See AJ is getting to our zone. I'm entering AJ, first entry. AJ. Who entered AJ? Anybody did? I told you that's how the market works. Patient. I'm in AJ now. I entered at 147. Our zone is what? 148. I entered at 147. Anybody entered AJ? If you entered AJ, let me see your entry points in the chart. If you entered AJ, let me see your entry point in the chart. I entered at 149. Anybody entered AJ? Are we on this call? Can I see people on the call? Please type 777 in the chat. If you're on this call, type 777 in the chat, please. If you're on this call and you are following, you can hear me, type 777. AJ is already reacting to our zone. Who entered AJ? AJ is already reacting. Who entered AJ? AJ is even going below. So please, if you have not entered, enter. AJ is already on our zone. Enter AJ. It's already on our zone. It's already on 147. So you want to enter AJ. So let's watch the market play out. Let's watch the market play out. Anybody entered AJ? Anybody entered AJ is already reacting. Can you see? The other one we're looking at, can you see? EA, Euro AUD has reacted. He has alerted us, Euro AUD. So guys, go and enter Euro AUD. Euro AUD. Euro AUD for a call. Euro AUD. Who is in Euro AUD as well? I'm in Euro AUD. So we've entered 2 new ideas. All right. Let me see your entry point. If you entered AJ or Euro AUD, okay, fine. It's okay. Just monitor the trade. It will tank. Can you see this? Can you see this reaction? See, Analysis don't lie. Can you see this reaction? See where we enter the market. See how price has moved upward. So if you follow analysis, you won't lose your money. You won't lose your money. So this will be EU. Okay, you're already in EU. Don't worry, EU will react. EU will react. Not EU. Was it EU? It's EA. Has EU gotten to our point? EA, EU. Sorry. Where is that? EU. I didn't call EU. Did we call EU? We didn't call EU. We didn't chat EU now. I think you entered the wrong one. It's EA. Okay, let me just check EU for you. EU, you can't enter EU. See, the strength is very close. It will take you will pray in your mind for it to clear. So let's not do the one that we have to be doing fasting and prayer for. I didn't call EU. See where EU, see where Euro is, see where USD is. They are too close. So I didn't call EU. It was a mistake. It was EA I called. And if you entered EA, can you see that EA? If you did not enter EA, please enter now. If you have not entered EA, it went below. Enter now if you have not entered EA. And if you are on EA and you took it for 3 minutes, please take one rollover. If you entered EA, can you see EA? EA went down below our zone. So if you entered it for 3 minutes, I took it for 5 minutes, so I still have time. If you entered it for 3 minutes, please take your first rollover. Just cleared AJ. Great, great, great. Please put it on the group. I want to see your green bubbles on the group. Sheesh, can you see AJ? Oh, I need to do a video of this. I need to do a video. This is a pairward sensation, a pairward movement. The way the market moved is insane. The way the market moved is insane. I need to video this. I need to video this. Guys, can you see this? Can you see EA, EJ, I mean? Can you see where we entered? We entered at this point. Can you see how market pushed up? Analysis don't lie, guys. EJ is cleared. EJ has cleared. So guys, let me see your green bubble. That's it, cleared, that's it, cleared. So officially we are 2-0 on this call. Officially we are 2-0 on this call. Guys, can you see EA is still below? So what I will do is just take a roll. I'm taking one roll. So he has extended with another 5 minutes for me. You entered AJ, maybe you are still in the trade. Maybe you are still in the check. See, you can click your trade. When you scroll down, see this place, you can see the order ID. You see the ID, see the order ID. You see the asset you are currently trading. You enter for 5 minutes. So check, you should have cleared. And if you've not cleared, you'll be almost clearing. Please, I want to see your green bubbles in the chat. AJ cleared. Officially 2-0 on this call. I'm not seeing anybody put any score on the Telegram group. We will not trade again. No. I need us to put it there so people can see and it can encourage them. I need us to put our scores there. If you've cleared it, can you see this? Can you see this? If you can't see this, then come to this status and click closed. So you see all the trades you've entered and you see the ones you've cleared. Do we get it? That's basically how it works. So if you click open, you will see the one you are currently on. Somebody said Euro card. Let me check Euro card. Euro card. Euro card is overly reacting. Euro card. Sorry, let me check Euro card. Something is wrong. Euro, you see, card has gained 1 strength. Euro has lost 1 strength. That's why it's important. Something is wrong with Euro here. Euro, Euro lost 1 bar, then card gained 1 bar. That's why. So Euro card, come on, Euro is just misbehaving. Can you see this trade? Anyways, I don't leave trade. I must take 2 rows before I take a trade. So let's watch it. Let me see. Euro AUD. We are on that trade. Trade should react in the next 3 minutes. Euro AUD. I think it started reacting. Euro AUD. God, oh God. See, analysis don't lie. See, analysis don't lie. See what Euro AUD did. We charted 3 points. It reacted at the very first zone we picked it. That's where it reacted and started doing its movement. So then let me explain something to you, right? When we chart and get a zone, it is not an exact point, it is a zone. So any of this zone is good. So if you entered here, it's good. Remember I said that you should leave this place except you are a technical trader. So if you entered here, you should be ready to clear. If you take one roll, before you take your second roll, this guy will have pushed himself upward. So, but technical guys, they know how they do it. So this is the original zone. This is good as well, but this is a technical zone. So if you are on EA, please don't let that trade go. You are likely to clear it. If you are on EA, can you see the movement EA did? So I still have one more roll to take. Ish, I forgot. So I've taken my second roll because I wouldn't let that trade go. I wouldn't let it go. I wouldn't let it go. So while we're waiting on EA, let's look at one more trade idea for today. Okay. Still EA is still coming. Let us see. JPY. Let's look at ADJPY again. AJ. Guys, can you see? Can you see this? Can you see EA? It has gotten to this point. So if you entered EA, like I said, I will not let the trade go. Can you see it has gotten to my zone? It will push up. It will push up. It is just time. That's why it's good that when you are taking a trade, make sure you watch your trade so you can roll over. Now I rolled over. I wouldn't lose that trade. So anyways, let's look at euro. So let's look at AUDJPY. 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 AUDJPY is already buying. Buying is overbought. See, it came down to this point. It paid us here. It's still buying. Still even buying. See, it's still buying. So AUDJPY was really a good setup. So let's see what else. Let's look at Euro Chef. Euro Chef is closed. Euro NZD. Euro NZD. I think Euro NZD wants to pay us. Let me quickly chat. Euro NZD wants to pay us. Oh, this is so far. Let me come to Euro NZD wants to pay us. Euro NZD is for a call as well, for an upward movement. Come on. Euro NZD is ready to pay us. Guys, get on Euro NZD. Get on Euro NZD 420 for a call. Euro NZD 420 for a call. Euro NZD 420. Euro NZD 420 for a call. 420 for a call. So you need to come to this region. Technically, I'm taking my first entry at 439. So when it comes down again, I'll take a second entry. Did we enter? Did we enter? Did we enter? Did we enter? Possible 3 to 5 minutes bullish reaction. NZD at the, what's that zone again? 420 period. Okay, anybody got in on Euro NZD? Anybody entered Euro NZD? Can you see that? The profit. All right. Toba, did you enter Euro NZD? Did you enter Euro NZD? Please, can I see our scores? Can I see our scores? Let me see our score. What's your score? Officially, we are, let me see that last trade. We've called 3 trades. We've called 3 trades. We're on the 4th one. Okay, so we're taking a lesson on this one. So that's fine. It's not a problem. We're taking a lesson. We're taking a lesson. So currently we are 2-on-1. 2 complete analysis, 1 incomplete analysis. That's okay. So on this third entry, this third one, if we clear this, that will be 3-on-1. So let's see another setup. Who I lost 1 strength. Let's check. Let's just look at NZD. I'm not saying my trader. Let me just check. I want to see NZD USD. Let's just see NZD USD. Just maybe. It's a downward movement, so it's going to be a put. Can you see what Euro AD is doing? If you're not on Euro AD, you want to enter. So I'm going to take my first roll on Euro AD. Do I need to roll? Market will react. Okay, this is this. Let me take 1 roll. Gosh, do I need to? This is the 11:45 candle, so there's going to be a reversal right now. Let me just take 1 roll. NZD USD. Let me see what the market has for us. Please, I want to see your scores. I want to see your scores. Let's be sure and know where we are. I want to see your scores. I want to see your scores. What are your scores? Please put your scores in the chat. One. Wow. Okay. Please don't let this trade go. If you're on NZ, Euro NZ, don't let it go. Who entered? Who entered? And I want to be sure who entered. We're not communicating, so I'm not getting my balance. Who entered Euro NZD? Who entered Euro NZD? I want to see. And I want to see your entry points. Who entered Euro NZD? If you did enter Euro NZD, let me see your entry point. Euro NZD, if you did enter Euro NZD, 420. Exactly. That's good. So you should be ready to clear. That's our, you remember I entered here because I'm entering technically. I'm a technical trader, so I know how I trade my thing technically. So our original zone was 420, right? Let me confirm again. Euro NZD. I want to be sure that people are getting value and people are making money. Euro NZD. Where is it? 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 Euro NZD. Our zone is 420. So if you entered, if you respected it, you will make profit. See, analysis don't lie, guys. It's only when you do not follow it that you will lose money. I didn't even see, I entered at 430. We chatted and we got 420. So if you entered at 420, 421, that's good. Who else entered Euro NZD? Anybody else? Anybody else entered Euro NZD? Anybody else? Who else entered Euro NZD? Okay. Funny how we didn't even take a lesson on Euro AUD. God, can you see this movement, guys? So you see why rollover is good. If I had not rolled over, I would have lost this trade. Are you in profit? Are you in profit? It's saying payout is 1.6. Yes, because you enter with $1 now. So it's correct. So you are getting $1.60 when the trade clears. Have you cleared already? Have you cleared? Have you cleared? If you've cleared, screenshot, let me see. Put it on the Telegram group. If you've cleared. That AUD, Euro AUD, we didn't lose that trade though, because we called two zones and it respected the third zone, the second zone. So it was we that took the technical part that lost it. So that's, I'm talking of Euro AUD now. We called 440 and 395. So we lost 440, but 395 was valid. 395 was respected. So officially we are 3-0. So if we clear this, that will be 4-0. So we are not 2-1. Officially, we are currently 3-0. So can you see what this guy is doing? He's trying to spike me out last minute. He's trying to spike me out last minute. That's Euro NZD, but I believe it will push up. Come on, don't do this. Can you see what the Euro NZD is doing? Well, hold on. Let me confirm if we can go in again. Let me confirm. Euro NZD. Euro NZD. Euro NZD. Guys, you can enter Euro NZD again. Sorry, hold on. You can enter Euro NZD again. It broke that zone, so it's coming down. If it gets to 358, you can enter again on the second entry. So I'm going to enter again Euro NZD. So it cleared Euro NZD. Euro NZD, don't play. Come on, don't play. 1151. So let's get on that. That'll be our last idea for today. Euro NZD, come on, push up, push up, push up. Remember, if you entered at our original zone, you will have cleared. So reason why, I mean, that's somebody's claim. Nice, nice, good, good. So on Euro NZD, we cleared that as well. So officially, it was supposed to be 4-0. Officially, it was supposed to be 4-0. Officially, it was supposed to be 4-0. Now, I lost that trade. Why did I lose that trade? I lost that trade because I entered at a higher entry. If I had entered at the entry that we charted, which was 420, I would have cleared and I wouldn't have needed to rule. Are we understanding the logic? If I entered at the zone that we predicted, that we charted, I wouldn't have needed a second rule, and I would have cleared on my first entry, my first rule. So, but this trade here, I'm going to clear. Anybody enter the second time? Anybody entered Euro NZ the second time? Did anybody enter? Okay, while we are at it, please let me see your scores. Please put your scores. Put your scores. Please share your scores. I want to see your scores. I want to see your scores. This will be the last idea for today. We're taking this trade twice. So it's 4 ideas and we were complete. We had 4 analysis completed. So 1. Did you enter EN again? Did you enter EN again? Let me see if I can call one more trade because somebody's 2-1. It's not really too good. JPY. Let me see AUD JPY. I'll call one more trade. I'll call one more trade. AUD JPY. Still respecting our zone. Wait. Sorry. AGPY is put. Sorry. AGPY is already sold. It's already sold. CHF JPY. Why didn't I look at CHF JPY since? Wow. Let's check CHF JPY. CHF JPY. Wow. Oversold. Oversold. Guys, that's it. Nothing is really setting up now. Euro NZD. Let's see. That's what we are on now. We are on Euro NZD. It's what we are on. What else? What else can we see? Euro chef. Euro chef. Okay. Euro chef. Okay. Let's see Euro chef. Euro chef. Euro chef already sold. But well, just to give us this last idea. So if Euro chef comes down to 310, you can take Euro chef for a call. Last idea. Euro chef 310. Possible 3 to 5 minutes bullish reaction from Euro chef at the 310 area. So this is the last idea. I'm sending on the chat so you can check it out. When it gets there, you can enter. You guys spag me out again. So personally, I'm 3 on 3. Okay, 4 on 3 personally. But officially, and that's because I'm doing technical trading. I want to see your scores. Let me see your scores. Guys, let me see your scores before we go. Let me see your scores. Guys, let me see your scores. What are your scores? What are your scores? Two zero. Good, good. Only took AJ. Good, that was fine. That's fine. 2-0. Please put your scores on the Telegram group. Put your scores on the Telegram. If you joined morning session, who joined morning session? Morning session was 4-0. And if you joined this session and you have 2, that is 6-0. So it's good for the day. This our session here 4-1, which is fine. 4-1. We took one lesson. 4-1. Officially 4-1. Let me just write that out. So if you took morning session, if you joined the 6 a.m. session and also joined this 10 a.m. session, that will be 8-1. All right, guys. So I believe we've gotten some value here. We go again tomorrow, 6 a.m. and 10 a.m. So I want to go ahead to end the call, and I will see you all tomorrow. All right. So have a nice day, guys. I mean, if you had 2-1, I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad if you had 2-1. You got 2 correctly. You lost 1. It's not bad. We don't lose trades. We don't lose trades. Market was just overplaying us. But officially, we have 4-1 as score. In the morning, we had 4-0. So officially today, our sessions combined is 8-1. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day.